Higher, higher, higher. Let's take it. Let's take it. Let's take it. Let's take it. We gon' with some we going higher on the case for we going higher on the case for we're gonna get it elevated to the What's good, everybody? It's your boy KCFL King Self for Life Wrestling Takes. Here to give you my honest take about AEW Rampage last night. Rampage was solid. I think Dynamite was better this week. Remember, Rampage must be live. Match placement, I think if you flip a couple matches around, I think this could have been a fire episode of Rampage. Let's go ahead and break down this show. Yes, I will address Sasha Banks. I will address Vince McMahon and Stephanie McMahon. I'll talk about all that. So this is all gonna be in one video. So let's focus on Rampage right now. First matchup: Moxley versus Dante Martin. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna be as honest as I can. Did give a rat's behind about this match. Was the match solid? Yeah, it was okay. I didn't care nothing about this match. Now people gonna think I'm hating. This ain't got nothing to do with no hate. Moxley is a great wrestler. He's one of the best in the game, but he just didn't need this win. He didn't even need this match against Dante. I don't understand what it is about Tony Khan just showcasing Dante as just, and he seems to be, as right now, Dante Martin is in a place of super enhancement talent. Over like a mug with the crowd, over like a mug, but he just comes on television just to lose all day long. And people will say, well, he wins on Dark. Don't nobody give a rat's behind about Dark, folk. Don't come to me telling me about Dark. I don't give a rat's behind about Dark. That's only watch. It's about what you showcasing on TV. If you coming on TV just to lose all day, ain't gonna give a rat's behind about you. And it's unfortunate because I like Dante. Dante one of the best in the game too. But the problem is Dante don't have no character. And that's one of the biggest issues that I have with Tony Khan. Tony, we're gonna have to figure something out, man. First, let's start Dante off by letting him get some reasonable victories on TV. Whether that's Rampage or Dynamite, whatever. Let the man start getting victories. Don't bring this man on television and then he end up losing all day long. And then I'm like this. I know my man is a tag team partner. He's a tag team partner with his brother, and his brother keep getting hurt. We know that. But you're going to have to, if Dante is going to be a singles cat, you're going to have to start letting this man get reasonable victories. Now, Moxley, on the other hand, didn't need this match at all. Moxley is so freaking over. And the fact that he's in a storyline with Jericho and Tanahashi, why didn't you give us the matchup that you're giving us on Dynamite right before the freaking pay-per-view? This is one of my biggest pet peeves about Tony Khan. This clown, this is what he does. He does this idiotic thing. Hey, you need to see the clowns wrestle each other before the pay-per-view. I'm like, fool, this is what we get on that idiot Vince McMahon's behind for. We get on his case because he continues to give us garbage rematch at the garbage rematch. Speaking of rematches, I saw it. the rematch again from WrestleMania 38. These clowns are doing it again. He called his famous cash cow back. Brock Lesnar's back. We're getting Brock versus Roman Reigns again for the 18th millionth time. Don't nobody give a rat's behind about that. That's what I'm talking about. Tony thinks he's slick by doing it before the pay-per-view. If you would have gave it to us this week, I would have been like, cool. It's not going to be in my mind. You could have had the clowns just go at it or cut whatever. And let the clowns wrestle on this episode of Rampage. Then on Dynamite, have them be like, all right, scramble up or do all of that. No, this fool said, I got to give you the match on Dynamite. Then get to it. When it's the pay-per-view, I ain't going to give a rat's behind about it because I just seen the clowns wrestle each other. This is what I don't like, man. I miss the days when if somebody had beef with somebody, you ain't finna see them wrestle each other 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 times, then say, hey, I'll see you at the pay-per-view. I'm like, bro, I just saw your behind wrestle on the show before the pay-per-view. I don't need to see all that stupid stuff. But that's Tony Khan. That's how he books things. That's what he does. I'm like, spread that stuff out. Your mans don't, listen, I don't have a problem with rematches. Just spread it out. Spread it out. Don't give it to me back to back. This is what I get tired of, man. I'm not, look, some of y'all love that because some of y'all want to see this stuff all the time. Not me. Spread this foolishness out. Spread it out. Spread it out. But we get stuck with this. This is what we got stuck with. I didn't want it. Didn't care. When the match was on, I was on my phone. I was on my phone the whole time. I was like, don't care. Because you know Martin's losing. You already know that. So what's the point of watching? Oh, but the match is great. I don't care. I don't give a rat's behind, dog. I don't. It's like I said, man. I'm sorry about that. Something fell over. You can't. This is not how you get invested in somebody. Listen, but people will say, well, look at Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is well established, ladies and gentlemen. Seth Rollins is well established. That's why I saw his tweet. He was mad as heck when he saw Brock Lesnar come back because he said, Vince, I'm sitting right here, man. Vince, I'm sitting right here. You go call this whatever. I'm like, Dante is not. All Dante has done is just showcase that he can wrestle. That's it. That's all. I don't get invested when a clown that I like is losing 24/7. It's not going to work, ladies and gentlemen. People gonna think I'm tripping, but I'm just telling you the bold-faced truth. I want to see my man. This the same thing with Lance Archer. I feel the same way about Lance Archer. Lance Archer is one of my favorites too, but he lose all the time as well. This is what I'm talking about, man. So I don't want people to say, oh, you just saying it because he's a black dude. It's the cats that I like. If I like you, I want to see you win. I don't want to see you every time I see you on my television, you losing every match that you get in over and over and I'm like, I don't know how. Look, I can't get invested like that. It just made me just say, you know what? Hey, when I see him, oh, you know he's taking the L. You already know that. Oh, he on TV. Oh, you losing again. And it's unfortunate. I shouldn't feel like that. I shouldn't have to be coming up here going off on a situation that the clown that's supposed to be booking and stuff is booking a cat that you like bull jive. That's just called what it is. It's just bull jive. This matchup was a waste of time. It didn't do anything. People want to say, oh, it got Dante Martin over more. No, he didn't. No, it didn't. It didn't get Dante over. It just buried him even more. I hate to use that terminology. It just buried Dante even more. It buried him. Moxley is too established. He's well established. And you go and you give us this trash match. This matchup was a waste of time. It did nothing for neither. It only just showcased that Moxley's the guy and Dante Martin is just there to just be enhancement talent. That's all it is. That's a waste of time. And I know fools going to be in my comment section crying and going, I don't give a rat's behind. I'm telling you the bold-faced truth. It's a waste of time. This matchup is a waste of time. Moxley wins. Match over. We get a promo. Now, this promo segment was solid. Keith Lee, Swerve, talking with Tony about the unfortunate situation that happened at the Battle Royal last week on Dynamite. Swerve eliminating his tag team partner. Now, Lee was like, homie. And he was indubitably, he started to talk all that English. You know how he is. He said, man, skip that. Why I shouldn't beat your behind right now? Swerve was like, but it's singles. And he like, no, bro. Your behind was all up on Twitter talking about I got to get rid of the dead. Wait, what the heck did you mean by that? Then Ricky Starks and Will Hobbs come out the woodwork and say, yeah, you fools out here arguing with each other, but you know dang well you can't beat us. Y'all is just second class to us. We the best tag team up in here right now outside of you two. Till y'all even get, worthy of being in the main event scene. You're going to have to go through us. So, obviously, we get that matchup again. The question that I have, who's going over this time? Because it seems like every big match that Lee and them has had, he's come up short. I don't know what's going to transpire. I don't know if this is about to be the turn where Swerve really goes heel, because Swerve is starting to lean towards that heel page. I don't know. I'm interested to see where we go with that, but as of right now, I have no idea. Second matchup. The A-Boys, Max Caster versus Bear Country, and debut AEW television debut for Leon Ruffin, Mr. Smiles. You remember him from NXT. I'm still not on board with the A-Boys and the Acclaim that working together. But I got to give them props. They are making this clown faction work. These 4 clowns, including Billy Gunn, are making this stuff work. They're making it work. I didn't think it would work. I still don't really care about it. But I got to give all 4 of these clowns props. They are making it work. Max coming out with his cheesy rhyme. It's cheesy as heck, but I love it. And then the Guns, they hop on, talk about something. They say the wrong place. And you can see Anthony sitting in the wheelchair like, no, guys, no. Give me the mic. And he go off and he say what he got to say. I said, man, listen, I'm one of the biggest Acclaim fans on the planet. I wasn't on the bandwagon from the jump. I told you. I was like, who these wannabe John Cena, a.k.a. Fruity Pebble clown? Who these food Marky Mark wannabes? Who these clowns are? They ain't gonna sit on down somewhere. And now I'm one of the biggest Acclaim fans on the jump. I want to see these boys. Once Anthony get his leg together, I want them to be the tag team champs. I want them to win them AEW tag team titles. I want to see it. I want to see the Acclaim running around with the AEW tag team championships. And I don't care if people hate them. They can hate them all they want. I would be ecstatic if the day comes, if they win them tag team titles. I'll be like, yes, sir. The Acclaim are the AEW tag team champs. That's what I'm talking about. This wasn't even the match, ladies and gentlemen. If you looked at your phone and looked up, the match would have been done. That's exactly what happened. And Leon Ruffin was in the ring, and Max Caster actually got another TV win after 2 months of losing 24/7. My man got a victory. I said it's about dang time. But you already knew we in the match. You know Tony Khan gonna make sure that we pin we, if you get what I'm going. I ain't gotta explain what I mean by that. And yes, it's bad English. I don't care. But we is in the ring pinning we, or pinning us. That's basically what Max Caster was only able to get the ring for. That's it. That's the only reason. I'm calling for what it is. People gonna say I'm tripping. You can say I'm tripping. I'm just telling you the bold-faced truth. Because I see it every time. Every time. It's like, it don't shock me. It ain't shocking. Leon Ruffin was in that match just to get pinned. His smiling self. Smiling all day long. That's all that man know how to do is smile. Him at Bear Country. So now we get to the matchup that I was looking for most forward to on this episode of Rampage. The TBS Championship match. Jade Cargill versus Willow Nightingale. Stokely Hathaway was on commentary with Jericho. Jericho was cutting up. You know what? Jericho picks and chooses when he want to sound good on commentary. Clowning. Just sounding like a complete goof. And then him and Stokely going back and forth clowning. Taz clowning him. He clowning him. And while throughout this whole matchup, I was paying close attention to the chemistry between these two ladies. And I got to say it, ladies and gentlemen, Jade is getting better. Still certain things that she needs to improve on. I like the fact that she added the pedigree to an arsenal. I said, oh, snap, Jaden added a pedigree. I said, young lady is adding so many different movesets to her arsenal. And I'm like, man, this young lady is getting, listen, when she gets this wrestling stuff to the core, I'm talking about all in all, everything from inside chemistry, ring chemistry, being able to tell a good story, all of that. If once she gets all of this down, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to hear a single peep from anybody coming at Jade. Don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear anything. And Willow Nightingale, man, I love her bubbly personality. I love it. Tony Khan, whatever you need to do, get her on board. I don't know if she's signed to AEW or not. Somebody needs to tell me in the comment section if she's signed. I need it. This young lady is good. She's great. I want to see her. I want to see the marquee. It says Willow Nightingale is all elite. I want to see it. I can't wait. I got to see it. The young lady was great. So, you know Jade wasn't losing. She ends up winning. She is now 33-0. Kiera Hogan is the only baddie there. Now, they did have the baddie section with fans sitting out there, girls looking good. Jericho, he's goofy by. He's talking about, I'm a baddie myself. Jay should have had me sitting up there. I'm like, man, if you don't sit your little goofy behind on down somewhere. Chris Jericho, I told you, Chris Jericho is a clown. He's a fool to the highest order. Silly as that. So we know Red, her situation. Kiera was the only one that was ringside, so she started beating the snot out of Willow. Here comes Athena. Athena comes out the woodwork, lays her out, and then Jay knocks out Athena cold. Like she takes her out. She sold the mess out of her. Kudos to Athena for selling. Here come Chris. Now, Stokely Hathaway is ringside now, cheering Jade on and everything. Chris comes out the woodwork and slaps him on the back of the head like it's nothing. So now it's a meme all over the place. So he takes the meme and he tweets at Obama. He tweets at Oprah. Who else did he tweet at? He tweeted at a whole bunch of black folk. He just tweeted at. I was like, Reverend Jackson, Al Sharpton. I was like, this fool is crazy. Said, talk about this is uncalled for. And I knew what he was trying to do. I was like, man, if you listen, I get it, but if you gonna stop, like you gonna sit on down somewhere with your silly self. But listen, the match was fine. It was a good match. Like I said, it's all about the in-ring work with Jade. Everything else Jade got, she got the presence. She's listen, ladies and gentlemen. Do you see what we are seeing right now? We are witnessing something that could be very incredible. Jade Cargill could be one of the best in the game, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I'm here for it. I'm here to see her get better. This is one of the things I always talk about when it comes to Jade. I'm looking for that in-ring work. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that in-ring improvement. Every time I see this young lady, I root hard for her. Yeah, I root hard for her because she's a black woman. But I root hard for her because I want to see her do good. Especially, like I said, if it's somebody that you like and you know that there's certain things that they still need work on, what you're going to do, you're going to critique them hard, but you're going to do it in a respectful manner. You're not going to disrespect them and all of that. You're going to come on here and you're going to say, well, this is certain things that she still need a little work on here and there. And you're not going to be like, oh, you're not gonna come at her at sideways on some bull jive, because there's certain people I see it. I listen to a lot of people's takes, and a lot of people I done heard, oh, she's still green at us and all that. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, when you see somebody like this, and you see the presence, and you see the aura, and you see the potential, and you see everything that's being transformed right in front of your face, you know that this young lady is going to improve. You know it. But along the way, you say what you got to say, and you do it in a respectful manner. You don't come on here and just straight dog, just disrespect. Oh, and you do it, quote unquote, on a cold, with cold languages or whatever, because you really don't know how to critique somebody like that. You just don't. I told you, this is how I do. Did you hear what I said about Jon Moxley and Dante? Did you see how I said? I told you I like Moxley. I think Moxley one of the best in the game, but I personally said that he didn't need that match with Dante. He did not need that match. That man is well established. He's well over. He's established. He didn't need that matchup. He didn't. But you didn't see me come on here disrespecting Moxley. I don't roll like that. So So yeah, so I personally for this, ladies and gentlemen, I think Jade. I think it's gonna be a triple threat. I know I heard certain cats think that Jade is gonna be the thing that, but then she's gonna lose to Chris. I think Tony Khan is setting up a triple threat. That is what I think. I think somewhere down the line we're gonna get a triple threat, and then that's when Jade loses to Chris or Athena, you know. But good match between them. Now the main event: Mark Henry in the middle. We got Darby Allin taking on Bobby Fish with Kyle O'Reilly. They cut the promo. They said some foolishness. They said what they had to say. I wasn't really paying attention. I tried my best to pay attention to what they was trying to say. Kind of was weak to me. Some people thought it was funny to say. It was kind of weak. But you already know. That's enough talk. It's time for the main event. Darby Allin and Bobby Fish have great chemistry outside of what Darby and Kyle O'Reilly did at the pay-per-view. This was a very good main event. This is great. Darby Allin, ladies and gentlemen, I'm posted a tweet. I said Darby Allin is nothing more than a crash test dummy. Every time this dude get in the ring, every match he's in, he just coming out there, whoever he's in the ring with, he just telling him, hey man, just beat the snot out of him. Throw me around. Drag me around like I'm a rag dog. Just tear me up. Bobby Fish did exactly what Darby wanted him to do because he was getting tore up. He was getting beat down. He was getting murdered. He was getting tore up and all of this. Darby ends up coming out the woodwork, doing his moves over Bobby. And then here come Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle coming out with the doggone. I mean, he's just doing everything, trying to take that man out. It didn't work. He took him out. He laid him out. Darby ended up beating the snot out of Bobby. And Bobby loses. Darby gets the victory. And he ends up putting the chair on him and taking his leg out. So then, as Kyle O'Reilly got in the ring trying to deal with Allin, the lights go off and the returning Sting makes his presence known. He's back. The man has been well missed. I'm glad he's back. He's back by his protege's right hand side. He came out, took care of Kyle O'Reilly, hit him gave him a low blow with the bat, took him out. Kyle O'Reilly know he be selling his tail off. He be selling like crazy. I gotta give him props. He be selling his behind off, but then that's when Darby put the chair on Bobby Fish and he stumped his ankle out. So now Bobby Fish is quote unquote injured. And that's how the show goes off. Main event was great. I enjoyed it. Like I said, the talking segment or the side by side I think was kind of weak, but the main event made up for it. Like I said, Rampage was a solid episode. I think this week I think Dynamite was better. Like I said, I gave you my belly aching. I belly ached on the certain things that I wasn't feeling. But like I said, that's that. Let's talk about it because I want to get this video over with. Let's talk about it. Hold on. Sorry about that. Sasha Banks is officially free. So Raj Giri was 1,000% correct. He was right. He was on the money. Now it's funny. WWE still ain't posted a tweet. They ain't posted because they still got a whole lot of drama going on themselves. I want Naomi to get free too. I've seen fools say that they want Sasha to go to what is it called? Star something, whatever. It's the Japanese wrestler. If she wants to go there, that's fine. But we all know she's going to Hollywood. We know that. I desperately want her to come to AEW because I personally believe she can help the AEW women's division out, and she can help AEW get the ratings that they properly need. Because there's a host of Sasha Banks fans out there. She has mainstream appeal, big time. This young lady just wants to wrestle. She just wants to put on a good show. I take my hat off. She's not Snoop Dogg's cousin, ladies and gentlemen. That's what y'all just, that's all people just, oh, she's just Snoop Dogg's cousin. No, she's not. She's more than that. First of all, I didn't even know she was Snoop Dogg's cousin until several years ago. I was like, wait a minute, she related to Snoop? Oh, okay, cool. But she made a name for herself. I don't look at Sasha Banks as just Snoop Dogg's cousin. Sasha Banks is a professional wrestler. She's a Hollywood monger because she into that Star Wars stuff. Young lady is who she is, though. People could say that she is a spoiled brat and all this bullshit and whatever. Sasha is that girl. Listen, I'm on Sasha bandwagon forever. I'm always gonna be on her bandwagon. Don't give a care what nobody gotta say. Now, the one thing Tony Khan, get ready to be prepared for. Get ready to be prepared to bring in her stands because these are the clowns that just make Sasha Banks fan base look trashy. That is the one thing that Tony Khan is going to have to deal with. He's going to have to deal with the Sasha Banks stands, the fools that just say anything, and they listen. These are the clowns that are obsessed with Sasha. They all say, like, if you say anything bad about Sasha Banks, these fools will come at you. They will do all kind of ill will. Just don't make no sense. It's stupid. It's so stupid. But I wish the best. I want her to do whatever's right for her, whatever she needs to do. I want her to just get whatever she needs to do. Do you, baby girl? Do you? Do you, Miss Sasha Banks, aka Mercedes? I don't know how to say her last name. It starts with a B. Miss Mercedes, you go do you, girl. Do you? All right, let's talk about it. Stephanie McMahon is now the CEO of WWE, quote unquote, interim. Vince McMahon had to, quote unquote, step down because of the sexual allegations that had popped up. Ladies and gentlemen, from that garbage promo that happened on SmackDown last night, I saw it. I saw the promo and I just laughed. I laughed because Vince McMahon is nothing more than a circus clown, ladies and gentlemen, and he don't care. He don't care. That promo when he came out there and said, "We're together, now there forever," and all that. And I'm like, man, if you don't sit your listen, Vince McMahon, I've told y'all, this clown don't give a care, and he's still in control of creative, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, the dude, he knows what he's doing. Vince knows exactly what he's doing. So just because Stephanie is the so-called CEO, that don't mean nothing. As much as we want WWE to be better, it's not going to be better, ladies and gentlemen. Because look who we get in that summer joke. We get a rematch. Once again, Brock versus Reigns again. For the 18th billion time. Don't nobody give a rat's behind about that. Why? This is Vince McMahon once again doing what he got to do. And it's a sad joke. It's a very sad joke, ladies and gentlemen. It's sad. And I'm like, but fools love it. Fools are going to say, oh, this is great. I can't wait for it. Yeah, you're delusional. You're insane to the membrane. Clowns are insane. Listen, that's all I got to say about it. I really don't have anything else to say. As more news comes out, I'll probably drop more videos on it. But I just want to come on here and give you a thorough video about everything from Rampage to this, all this fiasco, shenanigans, and all that. But hey, this is your boy KCL King Self for Life Wrestling Takes. I'll talk to y'all cats later. I'll let your boy.